Hello.
Hello, are you ready to start your interview practice session? I'll ask you 5 questions, starting with 2 compulsory ones and then 3 randomly selected from a set list. Let's begin. First question. Tell me about yourself. You can start with your name, major, and any hobbies or interests you have.
My name is Nazila. I am 20 years old. I study mechanical engineering. I like to study very much. I am a student at higher colleges of technology. In my free time, I like watching TV and play football.
Thanks for your answer, Nazila. Let's refine it a bit to sound more natural. Instead of, I like to study very much, you could say, I enjoy learning new things, especially in my field of mechanical engineering. Also, for your hobbies, you can say, in my free time, I enjoy watching TV and playing football, since play should be playing to match the sentence structure. Here's a smoother version. My name is Natsila, and I am 20 years old. I study mechanical engineering at higher colleges of technology. I enjoy learning new things, especially in my field. In my free time, I like watching TV and playing football. Great job. Now let's move to the second question. From self paced study skills on Blackboard, which one might be the most useful to your future job? Can you give an example of how you might use it in a professional situation? Think about skills like time management, critical thinking, or teamwork. How would they help you as a mechanical engineer?
I think one of the important one of the important skills is time management because I usually have trouble organizing my time well. So I think in my future job, time management is a very good skill, and I should learn how to prioritize my tasks and learn to manage my time well.
Good answer, Nazila. You've chosen an important skill. Let's refine your response to make it more structured and natural. Instead of time management is a very good skill, you can say time management is essential for staying productive and meeting deadlines. Also, instead of repeating manage my time well, you can say I need to improve my ability to plan and prioritize tasks effectively. Here's a smoother version. I think time management is one of the most important skills because I sometimes struggle with organizing my time. In my future job, this skill will help me stay productive and meet deadlines. I need to improve my ability to plan and prioritize tasks effectively to manage my workload better. Now, can you give an example of how you might use time management in your future job as a mechanical engineer? For example, how would it help with handling projects or deadlines?
Well, I can use it when I go to work. If I can manage my time, I can work better and then I can have time for my personal life as well.
That's a good start. Let's make your example more specific to your future job as a mechanical engineer. You could say something like, as a mechanical engineer, I will have to work on multiple projects with deadlines. If I manage my time well, I can complete my tasks efficiently and avoid last minute stress. This will also give me a good work life balance, so I have time for my personal life too. This makes your answer clearer and more professional. Well done. Now, let's move to the next question. What are your strengths? Think about skills or qualities that make you a good student or future engineer. Maybe problem solving, teamwork, or creativity.
Okay, I think one of my strengths is that I always pay attention to details and I have critical thinking. I always think critically and I like to solve problems. I am a very good team player as well.
Great answer, Nazila. You've highlighted strong qualities. Let's refine it a little for better flow and clarity. Instead of I have critical thinking, say I have strong critical thinking skills. Also, to avoid repeating, I always think critically, you can say I enjoy analyzing problems and finding effective solutions. Here's a smoother version. One of my strengths is my attention to detail. I also have strong critical thinking skills. I enjoy analyzing problems and finding effective solutions. Additionally, I work well in teams and communicate effectively with others. Great job. Now let's move to the next question. Tell me about a time when you worked in a team. What was challenging? What did you enjoy? You can think about a group project in college or any situation where you had to collaborate with others.
When I was at school, once we had to do a project, we were asked to create a poster. I worked with my classmates and we made a very nice poster. There were five of us in a group. It was very good, a bit challenging because at the beginning, everyone had different ideas. So it was difficult to agree on the same thing. But it was very enjoyable because I learned from my classmates a lot of things.
That's a great example, Natsila. You explained the situation well. Let's refine your answer a bit for better flow and clarity. Instead of it was very good, a bit challenging, you can say it was a great experience, but also challenging at times. Also, instead of I learned from my classmates a lot of things, say I learned a lot from my classmates. Here's a more polished version. When I was in school, we had a group project where we had to create a poster. There were five of us in the team, and we worked together to design a really nice poster. It was a great experience, but also challenging at times because everyone had different ideas at the beginning, and it was hard to agree on one approach. However, I really enjoyed it because I learned a lot from my classmates and improved my teamwork skills. Well done. Now, here's your last question. What would you like to do professionally after college? Think about your career goals in mechanical engineering.
After I finish college, I like to start my own business. I like to open my own cafe. I really like drinking coffee, so I'm thinking of opening a cafe. That's my goal.
That's an interesting career goal, Nazila. Let's refine your answer for better clarity and flow. Instead of I like to start my own business, say I would like to start my own business. Also, instead of I like to open my own cafe, you can say I want to open my own cafe because I have a passion for coffee. Here's a smoother version. After I finish college, I would like to start my own business. My goal is to open a cafe because I have a passion for coffee and enjoy the idea of creating a welcoming space for people. I think running a cafe would be a great way to combine my interests with business. That was a great session. Now, I'll give you overall feedback on your answers. Overall feedback. Task achievement. You answered all the questions well and provided relevant examples. Professionalism. You spoke clearly and shared your thoughts confidently. Spoken language. Your grammar and vocabulary were mostly correct, with just a few small errors. Keep practicing sentence structure for smoother speech. Communication skills. Your ideas were easy to understand, and you explained your points well. You could make your answers even stronger by adding a bit more detail or examples. You did a great job. Keep practicing, and you'll improve even more. If you'd like to share your experience, here's a feedback form, osh/forms.gul/5mtaytd8. Please open your app to see this link. Would you like to try another session with different questions?
Yes, please. And this time I want to try the questions and then refine my answers.
Great. Let's start with the first question again. Just one. Tell me about yourself. Go ahead and answer, and then we'll refine it together.